Hey, hello, and welcome to Retro Boost Live. It's me and Miki, and she's eating my headphones. Miki, hey. All right, well, she's using them to listen, I guess. She's got her ears like in the headphones. That's cool. All right, everything seems to look good. Yes. Ugh, whole thing. All right, so today is the day. Starting Metroid Prime 2 on hard mode. Uh, I played through the game normally on a live stream series. And hello, Pasix. Nice to have you here, as always. The first Retro Boost Gold. Gotcha! The first Retro Boost Gold X2 member. Hi. Hey. Um, Congratulations on that. It's very cool. Uh, on the Retro Boost Discord server, there's like a level up kind of mechanic, and Passix is the first one to reach what is considered level 20, which is Gold X2. I created like uh, ones that go up to the equivalent of level 100, I think. That was like a whole nerdy weekend of programming all that stuff. What you doing? You're so needy right now. All right, you want to go over here? Yes. So that's really cool. Um, we got I think there's a handful of people spread across the ranks in there. There's like 40 something members in that at the time. I think it says like 46, but there's like a lot of test accounts that I have in there to test different things. So I think the real count's around like 40 or something, which is really cool. So, starting Prime 2 today, and I've never beaten that on hard mode. I have on the trilogy version, which is an easier version of the game for a couple of reasons. The aim being more flexible, the fact that you can use things like the spring ball in boss fights against like the Spider Guardian. Like there are parts of it that are easier to manage. I got to the final boss, but could never seal the deal. So I've always wanted to come back and try my hand at it, but with the original version on GameCube, we ran into problems where I unlocked it, but then didn't realize you have to keep the completed save file intact uh, to then start a hard mode one. So when I erased one, I effectively undid unlocking hard mode. So I had to like play it again, which I never found the time for until kind of recently. So I'm ready to try again. Um, and then what I might do after this is try playing Prime 3 on hyper mode, which I think I can just unlock with like Ocarina's cheat interface on USB loader. I don't want to go through that whole game. That's a big game. It's way bigger. It's like 4 times as long as the GameCube Primes are. So if I could just start that one off on hyper mode, that would be cool. But that would be the next gauntlet that I go through. Um, Oh, that's cool. Emmy's celebrating the holidays and she's ready to pass out. A very Merry Christmas to Emmy as well. That's right. We're only, what, 5 days away from Christmas right now? That's cool. Um, I'm on a holiday break myself that I will be spending a lot of time cleaning this room because I have been floating the idea of doing like a special kind of video of like the room here and the stuff that I have, like a grander scale of not just the console collection, but the rest of it too, just to kind of go over what I do in here. But I want to clean the room up to get ready for that. But just because it needs to be done, it's been too long. I want to make room for more books over yonder. So that's going on too. Plus, I'm working on the follow up to the video that has gone gangbusters recently. So the What Happens video for Metroid Prime 2 crossed over 6,000 views overnight. Um, I've never had a video do so much in a short span of time. Um, I had some smart home videos that over the period of like 6 months got like 20, like 18,000 views or something, maybe 6 or 8 months. That was back when the channel like first started. I have a couple retro enhancement videos that are pretty high, like one's like 30,000, but that was over very long periods of time, like multiple years to get to that point. So I've never had one do more than like 500 in the first week, let alone 6,000. Um, it's really cool. Was not ready for that. It's really cool. Um, and I worked really hard on that video. Like I really put the time into it. So I'm glad that it's been received well. Uh, and I'm working on the third one right now, which I wasn't sure if I was gonna do when I was testing it like 6 months ago. There was a lot of stuff I could talk about in the game's opening, but I wasn't really sure about what the rest of it looked like. But as I have gone back to it to revisit that, yes, there is plenty of content to discuss, and I've only scratched the surface, so that'll only keep growing. All right, I'm gonna flip it now to our main screen. We're doing 4x3 today, so there we are. Slightly changed up the me part of this. I think that looks a little better having it be a square here, given that everything else is a square. Stupid chat thing once again is scaling really weird, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. I've gotta fix that like so often. All right. It gets messed up. I think it's because when I change my profiles between my 1080p and 4K ones, it like scales it weird. All right, we are in Metroid Prime 2. Game's opening. This is just the regular CARBY, not combining the CARBY with the RetroTINK 4K. Oh my gosh, you hear this? Okay. I'm gonna turn off Rumble, because... Oh, also... I was playing around with that earlier, too. Controls, Rumble... No! Yeah, that's better. Alright. Using the Battler Pro. Wanted to kind of play around with that some more. Alrighty. I don't know what's gonna give me trouble or not in the early parts of this game. The Dark Pirates, I guess, are probably gonna drain my health to a degree. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, the game Prime 2 is fairly difficult, like even without being on hard mode. So I'm curious what's gonna happen. Yeah, this thing's rumble is bad. I like the grip and the weight of the Battler Pro, I think is awesome, but the rumble is like strange. It's like way too aggressive. You can like tune it. You can tune it too. Like, it has, I forgot what the macro is on the controller, but you can like lower the sensitivity. But I'd rather just have it off. All right. I'm gonna have a self-imposed rule that'll probably lead to game overs, but I feel like it needs to happen to protect the integrity of doing this on hard mode, which is I'm not allowed to run past uh, encounters. So if the game's gonna throw some kind of enemy at me that's like, oh, here comes like this kind of thing right here, um, I don't want to run away. I want to fight them, because otherwise it would be too easy to be like, oh my gosh, a hunter ing, bye bye, and just run away, like stuff like that. Ooh. Because I think that'll make it more interesting. I don't know. Ooh, I think that the Boost Guardian and Caretaker drone, I think, are going to be the two problem points for this run. Damn it. Threaded the needle on the last guy. Oh, Mega Man. Super fighting robot. Mega Man. Super fighting robot. Mega Man. I watched that show. I love Mega Man. Most of them. 2 and 3 and the first X stand out to me. I was happy that Mega Man's coming back after they announced a new one at the Game Awards, but I was a little disappointed that it wasn't something like totally new. I feel like Mega Man could work really well as like a super fast-paced, frenetic third-person shooter that has like vaulting and parkourish kind of mechanics, like what games like. Basically, I think that Mega Man would be perfect if you combined Sleeping Dogs and Vanquish, and like that, like that could work. Not the open world part of Sleeping Dogs, but like the gunplay, how you could like vault over cover and stuff. I feel like Mega Man could work really well like that. But either way, it's nice to have Mega Man back. Dark Sammy. Super fighting robot. Mega Man. Oh, gotcha. I haven't played most of them just because of the availability of a lot of them. I've played all of the NES ones, 1 through 6, just because those are by far the most available between Virtual Console and HD re-releases and so on. But I've only played the first Mega Man X, although I do own 1 through 3 on the Wii U's Virtual Console. And I've never played. I played 7, and I think I beat 7 actually. Never played 8. I played 9 and 10. Beaten neither of them. Gotten to the end. No, actually, I think I beat 10. I didn't beat 9. 10, I think, was easier. Didn't play any of the portable ones, GameCube or Game Boy Advance and so on. Never owned them. Although I think I have a couple on Wii U. So I played a lot of them, but definitely not most of them. Super fighting robot. Mega Man. That's the cartoon. It's funny how it's like there's a perception that it's this neglected franchise, but that's kind of a recent thing, because like for a while there were Mega Man games all over the place. They just weren't necessarily the ones that a lot of the fans wanted. There's definitely like a, you know, different genres of Mega Man that some people enjoy and others don't. I don't think that series went into neglect until going into like the late 2000s. So sort of a recent thing in the grand scheme of history of gaming. I would say yes, F-Zero is in neglect because the last core game was, what, 2003? GX? And 99, you know, is a fun little thing, but that's not, like, the next thing. That's like saying that, you know, there's been a Mario game drought. Thank God we got Mario Golf, like, after 18 years of waiting. Like, that's not the same thing as a new Mario game. Star Fox too, with that said. Star Fox and F-Zero both are like the only kind of like the two main dead Nintendo franchises. Because Star Fox hasn't had a console game since Zero, and it was bad. If anyone's watching the replay or has played it and they like it, that's fine. But you know, the majority response to that game was not well received. It was slick and it looks good, but the control makes it a weird experience. Tori and I played it. It's a Retro Boost arcade that never came to light because there were some audio glitches with it. Star Fox 64 is the GOAT! Great game. Oh, yeah. Lilat Wars. Whoa, he died in one hit. How'd that happen? Weird. Him too. Lilat Wars. Only I have the brains to rule Lilat. Oh. This cutscene scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. Yeah, I really, oh, like if I had to choose between F-Zero and Star Fox, I'd probably choose Star Fox, but I want them both to come back in grand form. It's surprising to me. I was also surprised that, well, I guess it's like a new trend though, because if I recall correctly, Odyssey wasn't the launch title on the Switch. I think it came out later. That said, I was a little surprised that the Switch 2 wasn't graced with a new Mario title. But there was a DK title, so there was some major thing, and obviously it was quite good to get nominated for Game of the Year. But man, it's been a while since there was the last another Mario game. I mean, I guess you could count Bowser's Fury. But that wasn't like a full game. It's like 3 hours, not even if you're fast. So Odyssey was the last like core Mario game, and that was 17? So 7 years ago? 8 years ago? Oof. It's been a while. Yeah. Yeah, I love Star Fox. Definitely played that to about the most that I can, besides just playing it to do it. Like I tried to play that with purpose for live streams and stuff. I mean, I guess I could go back to it for the purpose of grinding to get the last of the medals to unlock the on-foot multiplayer stuff, but that might be a pretty grindy affair, because Sector Z took me like 15 attempts to get the medal 4 to unlock expert mode. But at least I did it. That was an achievement in itself. I play a lot more F-Zero off camera. Like Star Fox has been more on the channel than F-Zero has, but I do play a lot of F-Zero off stream and off recording, if I'm being honest. Although it's been a little while at this point. I played a lot, like probably a few hours of GX a couple months ago when I was testing different things with that new 8-bit controller, the Pro 2. My overall assessment with that controller is it's amazing for Super Nintendo and PlayStation consoles, but I think that the Retro Fighter stuff still reigns supreme for GameCube specifically. That's very true. F-Zero's nature can be a lot of that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm supposed to get the missiles. All right. They were getting stuck. Chapter 7 is the race, right? That's the Grand Prix. Because I remember that one. That one in particular kicked my ass when I was a kid. I got stuck on that one longer than the rest of the chapters, so that tracks if that's the one. But at one point I had beaten all of them on very hard. I just like have never been able to get that good at the game again. Alright, getting up to the first mini boss. According to comments, I found it interesting to know that all the powerbomb fun that I was having in my What Happens video is put to use a lot in randomizers and the more any percent glitch focused categories of speedrunning, this encounter included. It doesn't have to be a soft lock here. If you incinerate the Alpha Splinter, there is like a trick to get out of that arena. But I think if I remember the comment, it required the space jump, which my particular file did not have when I was playing through it. Oh, I never did the Staff Ghost stuff. That was one thing I never did. I don't think I did. But I do recall beating all of it on very hard. But I mean, yeah, you gotta definitely take out the two cheaters. That's for sure. Oh no. No. I keep misreading his directions. Oh, jeez, okay. Hard mode. Okay, the dark version is ironically a little easier to deal with. Well, that was close. Preview of what's to come. Oh man. Good question. I guess I would stream it because it would be fun to share that experience and be able to talk about it. I'm not sure. One or the other. I mean, I would be doing one or the other. That's for sure. Because that would be the first Metroid Prime game released in my adult life, so kind of important to me. Like, I didn't play Dread at first. I didn't have a Switch to play it with at first. It was the first obstacle, much like what's going on with Prime 4. Because I would really want to play it on Switch 2 and not Switch 1. I like the Nintendo Switch, but it's also like a potato. So I would prefer to experience that game in all of its majesty. Oop, wrong one. Oh my gosh, they're so strong. Getting the dark beam and light beam is going to be life-changing in this run. That's going to even up the odds so much more. The game count is starting to increase. I would definitely be interested in Donkey Kong and Kirby Air Riders also. So there's 2. And then Prime 4 makes 3. So there's 3 games that I would like to play. I think what would definitely send me over the edge is like whatever they do with Mario. Like Odyssey 2 or Sunshine 2 or like whatever it's gonna be. Like that definitely gets me interested. Oh crap. Whoa! Jumpy boy. Oh, look at him jump. Stuck? Yeah, it's stuck. My buddy Mike, who was in the Japan World Cup stuff with the blue hat, he's seeing Avatar 3, more avatars somehow right now in IMAX. Told him to let me know how it is. I'm sure that it's fine, but it's probably a visual spectacle to behold. We were talking about, I was saying I was kind of amazed that it's like a prior to the launch of the newest Avatar, it's like a $4 billion franchise that no one can recall seeing with any clarity. It's like bizarre. They're visually impressive, but content-wise a little bit weak. But I like the first one. I didn't really care for the second one. The second one was just the first movie again, but with water. Alright. Aegon Waste. I'm gonna try something here. Hey, look, it worked. Sparks in the cutscene. They are, like, visually incredible. Like, if you were gonna take a pie chart for, like, how a production is able to expend and allocate resources for making the movie, the slider would be maxed out on visual fidelity, but that meant that there was no room left for anything else. So like the story is like super generic Hollywood kind of affair. And one thing that I don't like about Avatar is that it thinks it's like the bee's knees for its world and stuff, but like if you've played like any sci-fi games or seen sci-fi movies, like there's just nothing really original about it at all. But again, like the visuals, like if you that's like the thing about it, it's like you have to see it like in like a nice theater and then you'll be really wowed by it. Like the plot is just a combination of a lot of things that have been done before, like Dances with Wolves / Pocahontas / others. And the world itself, like there are different sci-fi franchises that have done a lot of the ideas from that. The idea of like a world that's like connected through the stuff in it, like go into it. They also filmed. They started filming those sequels, I think it was like 2015, and then like the second one didn't even come to theaters until like what 2 years ago. So I think it was Kate Winslet, one of the actresses in it, like didn't even really remember that she was in it. They're like, oh, you talk about Avatar coming out, and she's like, what? Oh yeah, filmed that like 10 years ago. It's weird. But I really didn't care for the second one because the second one's just the first movie again from a narrative standpoint. They just replaced things. I don't want to like just rattle off the details in case you ever one day see them, but Avatar 3, fiery avatars, and then Avatar 2 is wet avatars. Oh, he's super dead. Look at that. Down from there. Ooh. Oh no. Oh. Alright, time for the Bomb Guardian. No. I also read what prompted our conversation earlier was that I read that Avatar 3, somehow more avatars, was filmed in 48 frames a second, which the Hobbit movies were also filmed in 48 frames a second, which led to a lot of people like freaking out and getting sick in theaters because like they couldn't handle it. And I feel like that won't really be a problem for the new Avatar. But the Hobbit movies also had like an ugly sheen to them that I did not care for. 48 frames a second was the least of the problems with those movies. I keep trying to come up with new subtitles for Avatar 3. One that I was pretty proud of was Avatar 3, the bad guy gets a goth girlfriend. That's what the trailers look like to me. Jenny Nicholson had one that was pretty funny like years ago when she did the review of the Avatar theme park, which is crazy that even exists to me. And that was before the sequels were even like being filmed. It's because they couldn't pull off Pokemon or Harry Potter. They did Avatar instead. I forgot what she said though. It was really funny. That was pretty easy. As I've been replaying Prime 3 for the first time in a while to do the next of those What Happened videos, I will say it was really cool that Prime 3 puts all the power-ups in the capsules like old school Metroid. I like that little detail. God Thumb. I don't know what God Thumb is. I have to look that up. Oh, very, very on the nose with that. Oh, that makes sense now. That's funny. Come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding with an untrimmed thumb. Despicable. Whoa. Ah. Alright, here come the Dark Pirates. This will be interesting. And painful. Yes it is. This is the GameCube with the CARBY HDMI adapter, which allows to run for the GameCube to output 480p. It's progressive scan mode. I've never done like PC emulation um, in a stream or a video before. I mean, the closest I've gotten to that is like the Retron 5. Not that I have anything against doing emulation stuff, but I just have the original hardware, so I always try to put it to use. Oh my god, die already, please. I've thought about doing Swiss and stuff, but I've never really gotten around to doing the mod stuff for that. I have a, like, as far as console mods and stuff go, like, I have a, recently got my Super Nintendo modded by RetroFixes to have an RGB mod, better fidelity, sharpness and color and stuff, and I've soft modded my Wii, so I could do USB loader and stuff. That's how I'm currently recording Metroid Prime 3, is by launching it through USB loader to put that 480p patch to use. So it looks great. Yeah, that's a great way to experience the same using Nintendo. Like, you're getting effectively the same thing that I'm getting here with this CARBY adapter, because you can do it in 480p that way as well. Great substitute for trying to get like your hands on the official component cables for the GameCube. Just use a Wii. Alright. Dark World time. So this is kind of funny. They want to, I guess it's to build up going to the Dark World for the first time, but this is the only portal that you have to do some kind of crazy puzzle for to turn on. Here we go. Oh, and it is also nice to have you here as well, Wayne Templar. Forgot to greet you properly there. I jumped right into answering your first question. Oh, nice. I'll definitely check that out. That sounds funny. Oh yeah, I think it's great. Like especially in this first act before you have the dark suit. I think that it's like a really scary like expedition that you're going on. It feels so dangerous. You lose a bit of that when you get the dark suit. Oh, got him. I mean, even that right there, fighting enemies in the same room a save station is, it's like, the Dark One's not messing around. You're not safe anywhere. Even just having the night barbs here. Give me missiles. There we go. Thank you. I don't even own Metroid Prime 4. I don't have a Switch 2, which is the platform I'd prefer to play it on for the first time. All my recent excess income has gone into camera equipment as I continue to expand my camera knowledge and videography skills. Third playthrough, nice. Whoa, whoa. I take it that means you like it, which is a good sign for me to look forward to playing it. Was definitely funny in the... Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's good to know that it looks good in Switch 1. I really wasn't sure, because, like, no one was talking about that version when it came out. It's like I said earlier, like, I love the Switch 1, but every now and then it can really look like a potato, for certain games at least. Although, to be fair, the Nintendo first-party stuff tends to always look pretty great on Switch 1. I mean, who better than them to know how to optimize their stuff? I've never had a complaint about the graphics of a first-party Nintendo game myself. Open the door! I did that for the Mario 3D All-Stars collection way back in the day. When that first came out, I bought it, even though I didn't have a Switch 1 at the time. Which I'm glad I did, because of what ended up happening with that game. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that makes sense, because you'd be able to cherish and love the physical copy of what is the superior version of the game, all of its fancy frame rate modes and whatnot. Missiles, please. Whoa, I've never seen that before. We just casually strolled through the safe zone. He was just like, pardon me, I gotta line up this next jump. Ah! I've heard that about it. Because trying to sift through the opinions of that was quite difficult. And kind of continues to be, honestly. People will rant and rave about things about it. It's all over the place on Reddit. Oh god, he's in his jumpy jumps phase. Hot take, but I feel like on hard mode, the safe zones shouldn't heal you. I feel like that would make the game so much different. Because this boss fight's going my way, because I can just heal passively. Die! Die, nameless! Yeah, Metroid Prime 3 was, you know, has the biggest britches, so like it has a way more linear design to it as a result. It's still, as I'm replaying it for the first time in a long time, though, there still is plenty of, you know, there's like an exploration is a part of it, at least if it's your first time playing it. There's obviously a diminishing return there if it's not your first time playing it. Oh god. The light crawler wasn't there. Okay, here we go. Self-imposed rule, can't skip encounters. Oh. Whoa. Oh my god, die. Oh, finally. I am messing around with the Retro Fighters Battler Pro, which I got a few months ago, but haven't really done a lot with, so I wanted to play around with it more today. The Retro Fighters, like, regular Battler, I think is a really great substitute. Oh, that's the same one that we got then. That's what I got, the Battler Pro. Because that is what I'm using currently. The regular Battler, I think, is amazing too. Burning. Yeah, Battler Pro. The only thing I wish it had, after messing around with the 8BitDo Pro 2, is the ability to lock it in the triggers. Because the Pro 2 has a toggle thing where it'll make the shoulder buttons click like instantly, which is a great feature to have. Otherwise, though, I think this one is really good. The only thing I don't like about it is the rumble, I think, is too aggressive by default, so I usually just turn it off. Not for this playthrough, because I don't want to do that, but I have messed around with it before. Doing the button assignment. I think actually currently, I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, I have one paddle assigned to Y, and the other one for jumping, so I could stay locked on and strafe. I actually need to remember to do that. I totally forgot. I'm such a dum-dum. I'm glad you just reminded me of that. Yeah, I have one set to Y and the other one set to B. Oh yeah. But that's the challenge. That's why we're here in the octagon. I think that's a map room. It very well might be for me as well, but gonna see if I can do it or not. I mean, I got to the end before in the trilogy version, but the trilogy version is a little bit easier. The more precise aiming in the trilogy version, coupled with the spring ball for certain situations, makes it definitely easier. time for the pirate base. Second energy tank. Get another expansion here, though, I think, right? Yeah, the translator door. Ow. Hey. And auto-aimed away. That still worked. Auto-aimed toward him. Ooh. Definitely funny seeing what happens when you enter that dark beam door right there first. This whole room just breaks. Don't know if you saw that video that I put out, but if you come in here with that through that dark beam door, instead of the floor, the pirate commandos just stand around and don't do anything, and the regular pirates in the room aren't even hostile unless you shoot them first. It's very funny. Like, that door won't even close. And this vent is here. Oh, that's where that... Okay, so this... That's where this shows up. Okay. That makes more sense now. Whoa. Ow. So they're gonna be like we're gonna get like the space pirate version of the movie Wicked or something. Die. I'd pay to see that. God, those Luminoth turrets that show up in the Sanctuary Fortress and leading up to it on hard mode, oh my god. Those things are probably going to hit like a ton of bricks. Whoa. Oh. We're making ricochet shots off that door into the pirates. Yeah, a couple. Oh no. I mean, I think that this is definitely a check mark in the "they are mean" book right here. They threw in one of their own to be booped around by the Metroids, also Phazon, so radiation poisoning on top of that. Oh. This room here's only purpose is a sequence breaking countermeasure too, to prevent you from, if you were to enter the base from the side where it connects to Torvus Bog, it stops you. Whoa. Alright. Firstly, energy tank. That's 3. 3 is good. No. How much damage is this gonna do? Whoa! That's a lot of damage pretty fast. No, no. Oh, God. I'm not really worried about not having many missiles for Dark Samus because she blocks most of them anyway, but would have been nice to have more. Here we go. These Dark Samus fights are more fun than hard, but then again, I kind of forget about how they are in hard mode, so maybe they will be hard. Ah! Gotcha. Oh, there go the missiles. I got a couple in. No, no, no. Right. Gonna start seeing super missile shenanigans now. Oh. Oh, tried there. I couldn't strafe. Wasn't locked on. Gotcha. It's definitely cool that the environment like gets destroyed as the fight goes on. Nope, that was the wrong thing. That was the wrong thing. It's the wrong one. No, don't do that one. It's like the totally wrong thing. Technical difficulty there. did the table throw. Totally wrong. Makeup confetti. Ban anyone who says that that was the wrong thing. Alright, the tables have now turned. We have the dark beam. Oh. Alright, well that still works. Okay. Just gotta get the couple of key. We gotta get the light beam and then get the keys. Come back for that other key I just passed by. Don't panic. Actually surprised that worked. That doesn't always work. I've done that before and it didn't work. Light beam, light beam, light beam, light beam, light beam. I want it, I want it. God, waiting on the doors to load is just killer sometimes. Ah, get off! Oh, God. Light beam, light beam. Oh, that was bad. Ow, ow, ow. Nullified the crystal right in front of me. Alright. It is interesting how unceremonious getting the light beam is. I guess the implication in universe is that the light beam was a weapon that, like, they all had. So it's just one of many. But that's hard. We're gonna grab that. That still works good. Oh man, my HP is getting really low. Oh no. But I have the light beam, but also not much ammo for it. Uh-oh. Haha! Gotcha. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, wait. Ah! Okay, so now we can end Act 1. We'll get the we'll get the first ammo expansion on the way back, and then tackle Amorbus, and that is where I will end the stream, is after defeating that and returning the energy controller, because by then it will be about 2 hours, which is usually the most I want to keep to. Although I'm totally down for doing a longer one next time. Doing all of Torvus will take a while. Plus the Boost Guardian's gonna take, I imagine, more than one attempt. I would be shocked if I do that my first try. There's just no way. That fight's so intense. Oh, wrong way. Retro Boost Guardians on the case. Ooh, didn't... It wanted to freeze him at first. Ow. Oh, the light beam's range. It's a little bit shorter. I ran into that issue with the Nova Beam in Prime 3, actually. Because I'm doing the What Happens video for that, and there was this, the Nova Beam's got a shorter range than the Plasma and Power Beam do. Oh, that dude went flying. Alright, I think I got everything. Definitely want more light ammo, because that's going to be really strong against a Morbus. See, those are the encounters that I'm not going to skip, like the bigger enemies. If it's like a room full of like little critters, I'm not really going to worry about that, but significant enemies that come your way, I will not skip. Like this right here, I'm not really gonna worry about. It's just wasps. Don't care. They are not a challenge. Ow. All right. We are stocked and ready to rock. Well, I was stocked and ready to rock. Now I gotta. Oh, there he goes. What happens if I use this? Can I freeze them with this? No, it did hurt him though. It staggered him, I should say. The pain. That was it for here. I gotta see if I can do better on the item percentage. I'm definitely not gonna worry about 100%, but it would be nice to at least exceed 75, which I didn't even hit for the first stream I did for this series. Get a better ending for 75 plus. More. Oh, come on. Alright, we're back. Oh, God, I swear. As long as I get, like, above 200, like, 200 or so missiles, will definitely be... 200 missiles and, like, a handful of extra power bombs will definitely meet the cut. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Yoink. Oh, mods, they drank all my Pepsis. Someone drank all my Pepsi. It's funny how one of them is just right here. Where are you gonna hide the keys to the temple, boss? Well, I figure I'll put one in this closet over here. No one ever think to grab that. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, normally I would just wait here for my energy to refill, but screw it! You only live once. I will definitely do that ahead of the boss fight for the Boost Guardian, though. Alright, let's go. Lights in the room didn't turn red that time. Turn red. There we go. Yeah, there's so many pickups, I didn't need to worry about the health. Whoa, what the hell was that? It like teleported backwards. Oh! 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 Save light ammo for the third phase. Do missiles on this phase. Oh crap. Face me, you coward. No. No, that was a waste. God, the game, it's there's so many health pickups flying everywhere. Ow. Okay, one more. God. Stop nullifying my beacons. Ugh. Okay, this time, not the wrong one. Dark suit, get. Definitely longer on hard mode, because I think hard mode just straight doubles the health and damage. Health of enemies and damage output of enemies. Because that goes really quick on normal, because the light beam, one charge shot from the light beam will advance, like it'll destroy their armor when they're hopping all around, and then it will also instantly knock off their carapace when you're in the orb phase, so it goes real quick. But on hard, it took twice as much. And you gotta budget your light beam use if you want it to go fast. Oh man, on hard mode, the Quadraxis boss fight's gonna take like 14 years. Oh man, how long do you think it took? It probably felt like 15 years. Oh crap, there's no... Ow. Come on. Come toward me. Come on, you don't want to do it. I'm all the way over here. on, big boy. Oh, it just ran out. Oh, no. You just die. Good Lord. Care about them. Pests. I think there are ammo here. Yes. Yep. You poor fools all. Oh. I took the long way back the first time around. Just now noticing that. There's also a dark beam door up here. Oh. The hell? Nice try. Oh god, the ammo management is a whole new can of beans on hard mode. Because they're so much more reliant on that now. Because light beam and dark beam ammo end fights quickly on normal, but on hard it's like the only quick means to dealing damage. Yeah, that worked out for me. The pirates there, because oh, I forgot to get that missile. I knew I felt like I was running one low. I forgot one. I staggered the first one back into it, and the other two just always walk through it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Turn the energy. This recording is almost 50 gigs. Oh god. I don't keep those anymore though. I used to. It's just too much storage. I just use it to upload the replay since it's going to be a little bit of a higher, slightly less compression than the live thing. But more importantly, I just like to do that. My stuff. Alright. Need to come back here when I get seeker missiles. Get the dark burst. Didn't have that in my first playthrough. Didn't really see a need to get it because my whole objective was just to get through the game ASAP to unlock hard mode, but this time around I'm gonna want all the options because the dark burst has its uses, in particular the dark Chica fight. through. Isn't it? Free expansion here I can get. Welcome back. I defeated all the bosses while you were away. They're all dead. A strategic series of missile strikes aimed at the sky that I knew would fall back down on all the bosses' heads. Son of a bitch. I wasn't cheating while no one was watching. That's a lie. Anyone who says I was cheating, ban him. Just ban him. Get him out of here. I will say that, like, back when I did watch a little bit of their stuff, the locale live stuff, because, like, I got sucked into it when the whole boogie cancer stuff was happening. When they were, like, talking about his penchant for banning people, it was really funny when he was just like, ban that guy, like, during their discussion about how he's too quick to want to ban people. It was like, well, case in point. A lot of bugs. Oh, God. What is some of them missed? Weird. God, the hitbox in them is strange. Alright, to Torvis Bog we go, but that's gonna be next time. I'm gonna save at the ship. That would be a good end point because I'll have... Whoa, that was scary. I'll have all the ammo replenished. Always thought it was cool how the gun smokes. Yeah, that was like one of the last of their things that I watched. Like, I think the last thing that I watched in its entirety, like as like a thing to just have on in the room, was the stream where they were gonna do the Halloween stuff, but like he didn't want to go, and then Keemstar like took his cyber truck out to a place that took like forever to get going because he had to charge the truck at one point, and it was just Wings there. Like, just taking punishment nonstop from comments, basically. Like, that was like the last thing that I think I watched in its entirety before just kind of falling out of interest. And then I heard about the whole him pushing his wife thing, and I watched the clips, and I found them pretty disturbing. And I didn't want to engage with that anymore after that. Oh, this way, not that way. Oh, I can't go save with the ship. Uh-oh, I guess I'm gonna be forced to go this way then. I forgot about that. I need the super missiles. Ow. Yeah, I didn't like that at all, and I knew that they'd probably bring him back at some point, which is why I didn't want to continue watching it, because I was just like, alright. I know that the whole point is, like, silly drama controversy, but that's, like, a whole nother level that I don't want to be involved with. Uh-oh. Ow, ow, ow. Skippity hip hopping my way. No, go down. Whoa. Oh, damn it. See, this is like the one part that Turbo would probably be handy for, but it's fine. Ah! Oh, almost. God, open the... I probably could have killed them before that happened. Oops. Ooh. Almost detonated the Phazon canister. That would have hurt. Oh God. I was gonna get crushed. Okay. On our way to Torvis here. So next time, be getting started with Torvis Bog, the Boost Guardian, and we will see how it goes. And saved. Boom. Okay. There we have it. So next, you just beat me to it by like 2 seconds, man. Next time on Retroboostsuggestions. Torvis Bog next time, Boost Guardian, and we'll see if that's like a 1 attempt or 20 attempt affair. I like how they're outside the door right now, by the way. I can see on the radar there. If I go back to this for a second, on the radar. Ah! Oh! Heard a crunching sound. They all blew up. Okay, so there we go. So the next couple streams will be a variety of Metroid Prime 2 and still continuing Aliens Dark Descent, because that's also on like very hard and going all right. So that'll be the next thing. Meanwhile, I'll continue working on the what happens video for Metroid Prime 3. So far, I've got about 2.5 hours of capture footage, and which totals to like 220 gigs. And that's roughly 1/4 of what I expect to have to make that video come together, even though the final product will probably be 30 minutes to an hour in length. We'll see. So that's a lot of work. But alrighty, I will see you all next time. Merry Christmas and happy holidays as well, because it'll be after the holidays there that the next stream will happen. Thanks everyone who tuned in live, Passix and Wayne Templar. Always appreciate having everyone here, and all the people that joined the replay as well. Really appreciate you. It was great having you all here. So have a great rest of your days. I will see you on the next one. Boom.